Now, if there is something our public office holders are very, very good at, is playing God to people who actually employ them. Let me come again. If there is something our public office holders are very good at, it is playing God to people who actually what is paying them salary. Why do I say so? I'm going to be talking about Nafdac and EFCC and their complaints, or what they have come out to the public to say about Verydarkman. So if you know that you are on TikTok or Instagram, you definitely need to go to YouTube, because it's going to be longer than what those apps can carry. Now, number one, I saw on Arise TV when Nafdac said they are going to be calling on the authorities to take over because Verydarkman is cyberbullying them. Now, how do you say a citizen asking questions is cyberbullying? You are not a personal, he did not come to ask you about your life. He did not come to ask you about how you run your family affairs. He's asking how a public office is being run. Somebody questioning the Director General of Nafdac is not questioning her in respect to her personal life. He's questioning her in respect to the office that she holds and the responsibilities that she is assumed to be taking care of. Right now, NAFDAC said people should pay 700,000 naira after they came and said they saw fake medications in some of the stores. Now, you saw fake medications in some of the stores. You came and closed down the whole place. Now, look at what NAFDAC is doing. NAFDAC said these medications, these people are to pay 700,000 naira. The 700,000 naira, you did not tell them what it's for. You say it's for a fine or for whatever. You have done this in Lagos market. You have done this in Onitsha market, in Aba. Now you are in Onitsha. It is Onitsha that made us to know about it. Now, after Verydarkman came and called you people out to say, if these people are selling counterfeit, what is the 700,000 for? And if you caught some people selling counterfeit, why are you asking everybody for 700,000? The next thing, NAFDAC said, this and that, this and that. Because what questions I expect us Nigerians to be asking is this. If you are asking everybody in the market to pay 700,000, it means you are penalizing both the guilty and the innocent. If you are penalizing the guilty, it's understandable. If you are penalizing the innocent, then what is now the benefit of being being innocent? What is the benefit of the person who did not carry fake market? You understand? Now, that being said, you say they should pay 700,000. Now, that came out recently with a video that they posted of a man who went out to say, look at this, look at do you have window in your shop? They say no. Do you have window in your shop? They say no. And you said, in the market, there is supposed to be cross ventilation in where you are having this thing. You are telling them if they have window in the shop now, after the penalty, and during the time you gave them this penalty, you never told them that this is the reason for the money. The 700,000 they are paying now, is it what you want to use to do window for them? NAFDAC, the 700,000 naira you are asking the market to pay, which is going to sum up to 3.5 million, is it for windows? The people who have paid over 1,000 shops, who have paid you 700,000, and you have given them their key, did you tell them to create windows? We are not dummies in this country. No, we dey think. We actually think. But you people feel like, oh, as long as you are a public office holder, nobody can talk to you, nobody can ask you. That is why you see the policeman on the road, you talk to him, he gets agitated. You see the military person, you talk to them, they get agitated. They no longer see you as humans because they are holding public office. Meanwhile, now my tax, now your tax, only tax I don't pay this month alone. If I tell you, you no go believe. Yes, as they go supermarket and they pay tax. I get shop and they pay tax. I enter motor, you tax the driver in turn tax me. I pay tax everywhere. So in case you don't know, now let's move to EFCC. Follow me closely, guys. Follow me closely. First of all, EFCC said that when they carried Verydarkman, they are still going through the charges and the petitions against him. Now, EFCC carried VDM weeks ago. His lawyers have been there and everything. Now, EFCC has released VDM Up till date, VDM has not seen petition. VDM has not been given, VDM's lawyers have not been given whoever wrote petition against VDM. You said you have, at least on this TV station, no, now wait till you talk at the talk for TVC News. You said you have up to 4 petitions. According to the law, shey the person wey dey write petition against no deserve to know who write petition against them, so that he can know how to defend himself? Is that not part of the law? Oh yeah, now let's continue.
Crisis on our hands. It's actually a crisis situation. My brother, today, if you travel abroad with your green passport, stand in the queue among so many people, you will discover that by the time you present your green passport, the people will look at you with some reservation. That is, if they don't take you aside to carry out special scrutiny on you. That is a national shame.
You said in this place, sir,
that some young Nigerians have caused for us.
I hope you see this video.
I go out.
Now, you said that when a Nigerian goes out and wants to travel, the Nigerian, because of your green passport, the Nigerian will be stopped and scrutinized and looked at in a different light because, according to you, Yahoo boys. Now, sir, I beg to differ. How did they speak the English? I beg to say that this is not entirely correct. You and I know that the reason they don't consider us, the reason they look at our passport with less value is because of the level of corruption in governance. Yes, and you know it. Because it's a country where the rule of law is not upheld. For instance, the DSS, Efcc, and all the special forces, you are holding somebody in custody. And then you take the person to the highest form of justice, which is the court. And the court tells you, release this person. EFCC go say, lie, gree, die, they don't go release the person. DSS go say, lie, they will not release the person. Over what? You don't know that those people also see the judgments that are passed in this country. You don't know that the foreign people also see. How can a foreigner be coming to give you loan, and you, who is a politician, you even have more than what you are going to borrow? Sure, now they whine us. You are going abroad to go and borrow $5 billion. You are going abroad to go and borrow $5 Meanwhile, in one single individual's account that most of you even have abroad, that money is there. So they are seeing the level of corruption. So you don't know, they see the level of corruption. They cannot tell you, oh, not to bring your money to the country because you are developing their economy. But then you are also showing them our weak points. You are showing them that this is what you people do and nobody questions you. So if something is happening and nobody can question you, how do you think the person outside is? Just a very simple thing. If you are able to betray your brother, you sell your brother for a piece of bread in the house, and then you go out and sell your brother to somebody, do you think that person will trust you? That person will be foolish to trust you because you sold your brother to him for a peanut. That is the way our politicians are selling us, taking our property, taking it abroad, and you expect them to look at you as somebody that is glorified. All right, let's continue.
Social media. Now, having said that, yes, a lot of foreigners come to use the identity of Nigerians. I want to tell Nigerians, this Yahoo thing we are talking about is a crisis. Just 2 days ago, we arrested over 120 Nigerians, young men. People don't believe, these young men don't believe in hard work anymore. Sir, I'm from a state where education is our pride. I'm from a state where the major enterprise we have is education. If you go to the secondary school that I attended now, sir, by 12 noon, the students have left school. You see, in secondary school, you see them in hotels, in groups, trying to scam people. You see secondary school students driving vehicles. Is that, that those people who want to hand over Nigeria to? Is that the nation we want to build? Now, sir, let me tell you
Now, you said the whole issue about this, like I said earlier, you know that politicians are involved, because just like as you are talking about Yahoo boys, you know we have Yahoo politicians. So that aside, now you say growing up you were in a school, and education is the pride of your state. Yes, but now it happens like it's no longer the same. That is why. Who will you blame? Who will you blame? As much as I support hard work, I support for parents to look after their children, I support for children to value morals and other things. I support it 100%. But sir, How many teachers do you see in the government schools today? You, sir, can you take your children to the kind of school that you went to? You went to a government school, ba? Yes. Majority of you went to government school. I went to government school. I went to Army Cantonment Girls. I went to Army Cantonment Girls School in Ojo Barracks. That was the government school I attended. My elder brother attended Badagry Grammar School. Most of us attended government schools. Now, how many of you can take your children to government school today where you know that there is no teacher? Teachers no longer value teaching because why? They are not even properly paid. The economy has gone so bad that even a teacher cannot feed. You can't use that salary to hold yourself. You need to look for an alternative source of income because the Minister of Education is not doing what he's supposed to do. Teachers are not well compensated, and you put that back on who? Instead of putting it on the government. Go and look at the schools. Did you not see the schools that they are showing you? Look at government schools. Look at government schools, sir. This is a government school, no chair, no roof, no nothing. You see it, and then you expect a child to sit there and learn comfortably. The system, the government people have let me not use the word, they have finished the system, really finished the education system in Nigeria. So even as much as we are talking of the young people who are not being sensible, we should also remember to blame the leaders. Let's continue, sir. Please hold on. Let's continue.
So don't just see them as Yahoo boys anymore. The traditional way of stealing money is no longer applicable. When they steal government money in billions now, they give it to all these boys. They open cryptocurrency wallet, crypto wallet, and they put the money there. From there, the money goes abroad. They can buy
driving vehicles because politicians have shown them that there is no value in education. You have shown them get money, every other thing doesn't matter. Get money, you get power. That is why you see a small boy will be driving Benz, and a police officer who is old enough to be his grandfather or even his father will be the one guiding him. That is what we are saying. That is what we are saying. So if you have taught them the values, and then you say, is that the Nigeria we want to have? Is that the people who want to hand over Nigeria to? The people who are currently in office today, what did they do before? Is this the Nigeria they met? In your time, education was free. Now you have made it so bad that parents who don't have so much money, their children cannot even smell the university. School fees that used to be 7,500 is now 250,000. Federal schools that used to be 7,500. Even my uncle told me that in his time, school fees was free. They go to school for free. They eat for free. Nnamdi Azikiwe University, that they used to eat for free. Let us not blame everything on people. Also remember to blame on your politicians, because these people are also part of the problem. Because blaming the Yahoo people alone and the students is almost like you leaving you are carrying the cause of the problem. You are carrying the problem and forgetting to carry out the root cause of the problem. The root cause of the problem is the politicians. They no longer invest in education. This country does not value education. This country does not value teachers. It does not value education. It does not value rule of law. It does not value anything. So if you now that is in authority is not valuing what you should value, then how do you expect people following you to value what you want them to value? It's more like practice what I tell you, but don't practice what I do. That is what you are saying. So at this point, I think EFCC boss needs to understand this. And for Nafdac, the money you collected, do you want to do windows? Simple question. Do you want to do windows?